the time of the year we're all excited. A lot of change within our program, within our coaching staff, and as well as our players. We have some new kids that are coming in. It's great what we've been doing so far leading up to this point. Guys are moving on from here to professional ranks. Coaches are moving on to bigger programs, so our philosophy of developing players and coaches is right on cue. You're looking for guys, you want to make sure they have the same mindset as you, and I should say as me, on how the game should be played. More importantly is having a balance, having a good balance, because you can't have too many guys that are the same. And with Travis and Luis, and we also hired Pat, our new goalkeeper coach. We're all hungry and excited to be here, but more than anything is they all still have the passion of keep pushing this program forward and getting to where we want to be. Going into year 4, we have another extremely difficult schedule. My friends, my colleagues are all telling me I'm crazy for doing that, but you know, for where I want to be with this program, we have to go after the best programs and see where we stand. And you know, last year was a perfect example that we can compete. We can compete. We can win. We need to be a little more consistent with that. And I think once we do that, we'll be a top 20 program. We have some really talented kids coming in, and I'm really happy. But that doesn't always mean that will translate for them making an impact right away. It all depends on how quickly they can adjust, how quickly they can adjust to the demands of a Division I program. You know, the athleticism that's necessary, the speed of play, the speed of thought, you know, all the technical aspects of college soccer. Some should contribute right away, and some might take a little time. Our whole mindset was trying to strengthen our spine of our program through our goalkeeping all the way up to our front line. I feel we've done a really good job of doing that. Andre's been really comfortable, you know, in his role. You know, guys like Jay Roundtree really did a good job last year in pushing him, and this year I'm looking forward to seeing what he brings to the table. And Alejandro was the same way, but now you have another goalkeeper who is extremely talented. That's going to bring even more competition. Always trying to create some competition within our lines, and our back line right now is no different. And you got a guy like Noah Long who could be a junior. He's definitely physically developed. He's come in and really owned his position in that back line, and we're really happy. You know, you have Matt Orr, who spent some time this year as a freshman. He played a lot of minutes and contributed to our group. In the off season, he was with the Hong Kong U20 national team. And you have Hunter Ashworth, who is a player who just finished his second Youth World Cup, you know, with New Zealand. So a lot of experience with Hunter. We're really looking forward for him to come in and take some ownership of our back line. And then obviously the anchor, I would say it would be Manny Padilla, who is a senior. He's extremely motivated. We have some young guys, some young depth that's going to come and fill in. Midfield, we've brought in a new player from Israel, Bar Twito, who is going to bring a lot of experience, a lot of maturity. We have Leon coming back. He'll be a senior, and we have some high expectations for him. He's an extremely disciplined player. A lot of MLS scouts, a lot of agents have been calling. He has a good year, he's going to have a good chance of going to that next level. And if we can keep guys healthy, you know, Santiago Di Giuseppe's been a little bit injured, but he's obviously a really talented player. You have Jordan Hughes, you have Mitch McPartland, you have Cameron. We have a lot of depth in midfield this year that I think it's going to be the core of our team. Front line, how do you replace David Garrett? You know, a guy who, you know, scored a lot of goals for us. So I guess that's something I'm really looking forward to seeing, who's going to step up. You know, we have guys like Aron, you have guys like Georgie, Ruiz, Bryce, who's going to be a senior. We have a couple newcomers. It's definitely something for us to say, hey, who's going to take the reins and wanting to take charge and put the ball in the back of the net. It's actually a position that I'm really excited to work with, but more so seeing who's going to step up and take control. For me, it's about consistency. We're right on the edge of being a dominant team, and we need to be more consistent, and I think once we're consistent, we're going to get over that hump. It's ownership, you know, not letting games slip away. I'm looking forward to the upperclassmen to kind of take these younger guys under their wing so that they can start setting a tone that you hope to see year in and year out from your upperclassmen.